All right, boys, Forza Horizon 6. I did some digging. There was some interviews that were done to go along with the video. So I'll put the video in the background and I'm gonna read over some of this info here, okay? So basically, Forza Horizon 6 looks like the pinnacle of open world racing games and a vibe check. I hate when people are like, oh, vibe, we're vibing, bro. From Playground sold me immediately. It really is just about driving wherever you want and exploring. We knew that there was 8-player houses to unlock, decoratable garages, a larger estate that you can build anything you want on it. We observed a lot of players just driving in the open world and not really engaging with race events, which led us to design new open world features like time attack circuits, car meets, drag meets, and link skills. All this contributes to Playground wanting to give players new experiences in the places they spend the most time. In an effort to support this, we built a campaign that allows players to approach the game at whatever pace they prefer. And we do get actual progression. We're going to go over. This might be like a 20-25 minute video. All right, so buckle up. We got some info. Car meets are a key reflection of this philosophy. There are 3 locations in Forza Horizon 6 where permanent car meets can be found. Seamless social hubs where you can meet up with other players, download their custom designs, and even purchase ink slips if you find a rival ride particularly enticing. Better still, how about better yet? Who says better still? These freeform hangs aren't officially Horizon events. You know what else is freeform hanging? Hell yeah. There's no colored wristband required for entry, and they're always open for business, whether you're riding solo or with friends. So you can just pull up to these car meets whenever you want. Doesn't matter your progression, doesn't matter what the hell you're doing, just pull up. Who knows? I don't know if you can get out. Probably not. I don't know what's going to go on. Wristbands are a key commodity. Once you do turn your attention to official events, you'll begin Forza Horizon 6 as a tourist in Japan who gets caught up in the car culture. We made the Horizon Festival portion of the campaign more progression driven, says Alert. As you complete festival races, you earn points towards your next wristband. When you unlock that wristband, you must complete a milestone event, which then unlocks a new round of festival races and PR stunts. As these are structured and progression driven, we were able to apply car classes and themes to each event so that as you rise to the ranks, you will take on events that require faster, more thrilling cars. I like it. I like that, you know, we're just, we'll find it somewhere here, but it's like they want you to feel like you traveled to Japan and you go to like watch this festival, but then you realize you want to take place and like it, like kind of, that's how you start your journey, you know? So they have this collection journal, right? If the Horizon Festival isn't quite your speed, then Playground has you covered. The studio is introducing a new feature called the Collection Journal, an element which catalogs everything you see and do. I like catalogs better. Whether you're racing, exploring, or tearing up the open world, the collection is the core mechanic to Playground's philosophy of letting players approach FH6 at whatever pace they prefer. Anything you can see is something you can add to your collection journal. This could be pictures of cars or landmarks, mascots, characters met, toge races completed, and more. And all these collections progress you through the Discover Japan section of the campaign. Okay, so it's kind of like a stamp book. I like that. I like that. With more than 550 cars to race, crash, and collect, the wider and more expressive customization system, including the ability to finally paint liveries on windows than ever before. A seamless world with dramatic seasonal changes that pull focus onto freely exploring lush open landscapes and dense urban environments. A Tokyo City landscape 5 times larger than anything to feature in the series before, and a smattering of iconic Japanese locales recreated with true passion and precision. Take all that into consideration, and you may be wondering what FH6 is exactly. That's easy. It really is just about driving wherever you want and exploring. So, there's another one from Xbox Wire that really goes... I kind of want to read it all because it really goes into a lot. Okay, so I'll try to speed run this. We're only 4.5 minutes, so I'll probably just read the whole thing here. Okay. So this one, they sat down with design director Torben Elert to learn about this gorgeous recreation of Japan, and this goes into like everything. So this is the start. Okay, you start Forza Horizon 6 not as a professional driver, but as a tourist. With a dream to one day attend the Horizon Festival in Japan, it's a slightly different approach compared with previous Horizon games. In Horizon 4, you're rising through the ranks in the UK. In Horizon 5's Mexico, you're at the apex of the career you built in the epilogue of the previous game. Horizon 6 almost feels like a fresh start, and one designed to appeal not just to car enthusiasts, but anyone with a big goal. Ultimately, I think it really boils down to the fact that so many of us love that idea of going to a place that you don't know, a place that you're eager to discover. Alert says, you have this motivation to go to Japan with a Horizon Festival, but you're only attending as a fan, with a dream to take part in it. That felt like a great way to frame up that big open door experience and explore the question of what would it take for you to drop everything to fly to the other side of the world to pursue your dream. I like this because most of us, we all just want to go to Japan and experience the car culture. So it's kind of like that's what people do, especially when like YouTubers get like big. They always, like the car YouTubers, they go to Japan. You know what I mean? So that it's cool that that's what they're focusing this around. Like, it's really cool. Somehow it felt right in this game to just put you on the ground like you just got off the plane. You've got a couple of friends that share your dream and know the surroundings. It's a notional projection of yourself in the game, and the thrill of arriving in a new place full of opportunities. Okay, the country. Forza Horizon 6 takes us to a new destination for the series, the beautiful mountains and urban spaces of Japan. It's the team's most impressive destination yet. Breathtaking mountain vistas and passes, neon-soaked city plazas, and brooding dockland strips masterfully designed. However, the goal wasn't to accurately recreate Japan's roads and spaces mile for mile, but to capture the essence of the place in a smoother, condensed reality. So we're probably not going to get like the super tiny roads. They're going to be widened, which, yeah, you know? It's easy to think of an authentic space as a recreation of a place, but it's less about that accuracy and more about the feel of it. If you think about driving in Tokyo, for example, what does that look like? What are the things that make it feel like this place? You'd see it in the distance from the freeways before passing through the suburbs, and suddenly you're in downtown surrounded by skyscrapers. It's about looking at roads, references, thinking about what you see in each place and how it feels when you turn a corner. You don't recreate every corner, you recreate the experience of having something revealed when you get there. Filtered through the lens of being a Horizon game, which is a big open world with its consequence-free traversal, we had to find that balance between what it feels like to be there, but also the fun of a Horizon game where you can jump in a hypercar, absolutely spin it off a cliff, and earn points for doing that. Let's pause this. I want to show something. Okay, so if you look here, Nanamagahara, Hakone Nanamagari. Now, I have a feeling this is probably that. Okay, but if you look here, there was a ramp. So old Panda, if you know Panda, if you ever been on my stream, you know Panda. Panda is like a Japanese Street View master. Okay, I want to go through something he showed here. So basically, he went to Street View and found Hakone Nanamagari, which is this toge. It should be this toge, all right? And he found that ramp that they have. If you look at that ramp, that's the runaway truck ramp. Like if, you know, your brakes go out while you're going downhill, you go up that. So that's a cool detail. They just turned it into like a ramp you could jump. So that's pretty sick, dude. That's pretty freaking sick. Now, also, Panda also pulled up some other things here. If you remember the Miata at the like this ramen shop, he went on Street View and found that's it. That's just prop. That's as close as you're gonna get. Same gravel, same kind of spot here. Trees are a little different, but like, dude, Panda's the master. Shout out Panda, dude. Hell yeah. And he also showed off the snow, which I didn't know the snow was that thick up there, but I guess it really is. So yeah, Panda was doing his research, man. He was doing his research. He also, on the buildings, the game level up station is actually the Taito station. So, you know, obviously copyright, they can't 100% put it in the game, but hell yeah, dude. So anyway, yeah, get this going again. So yeah, Forza Horizon 6 sprawling, impressive map is separated into distinct districts, instantly recognizable as soon as you approach. The suburbs are dotted on the outskirts of Tokyo, narrow, undulating streets with telephone wires sweeping overhead, connecting clusters of modest homes. Tokyo also has a Docklands district, an industrial space piled high with huge cranes and colossal freighters. And there's a delightful dichotomy between the looming brutalist architecture built for tiny, bubbly city cars to zip around it. There's also the iconic downtown area where you'll see Shibuya Crossing, You know that drifting scene from Tokyo Drift? Fast Furious Tokyo Drift? Like slow it down and like all the people like part? That's Shibuya Crossing. Ginkgo Avenue and Tokyo Tower, breathtaking landmarks bound together by dense urban streets, clever shortcuts and hidden paths, but all designed to support Horizon's typically fast gameplay. The combination of enormous verticality, glass, neon signs, adverts for all manners of things. With Tokyo, we've created this ultra high density space unlike anything we've made before. It's the most visually radically different space we've ever built for a Horizon game. All right, the culture. You won't end up in Japan alone. 2 of your close friends are coming to experience this adventure with you. Jordy is a passionate motorsports enthusiast, while May is an experienced Japanese car builder. And it's her character that adds an insider's perspective to your journey through Japan. That insider perspective was mirrored in the real world by Playground Games cultural consultant Kayoko Yamashita, which was the lady we saw in the video. One thing that surfaced when our team traveled to Japan was how valuable it is to have someone there who knows the place, who can help you navigate some of the things that even a well-researched tourist might not know. It's one thing to understand it from your perspective, but that inside perspective is so important when recreating space. The journal. The team knew it wanted to continue the established wristband progression system from previous Horizon games, where players rise through the ranks of the Horizon Festival to unlock better cars and higher caliber races. This time around, with this new setting, Playground Games wanted to introduce another way to progress, one that gives explorers a real goal to chew on, and one that felt intrinsically tied to Japanese culture. Enter the Collection Journal, a new feature inspired by Japan's rich stamp collecting history that lets players build a digital collection of mementos discovered throughout Japan. We wanted this archetypically Japanese experience, but delivered in a structured way. When you discover points of interest, that goes into your journal, and it generates progression towards your rank in the Horizon Festival and your general progression in Japan. The journal adds a new level of value to exploration of Forza Horizon 6, linking back to that player freedom that Alert mentioned earlier and how these games are built for adventurers, not just petrol heads. It's also a deeply customizable experience. You can take photos of murals, landscapes, and other notable spots and save them in your journal, adding a personal flair to your adventure. It's a visual representation of your journey. It's a collection of your own specific experiences in Japan. The estate. Similar to previous Horizon games, there are 8 player houses that you can unlock throughout Japan, which serve as fast travel points, a customization space, and all come with garages where you'll be able to fully decorate the space and display several vehicles per home. One notable addition to Horizon 6, however, is the estate, a much larger piece of land that you can acquire and build pretty much whatever you'd like on. The space is yours to expand however you wish, and it's also deeply inspired by the same attention to Japanese culture. The estate is grounded in an idea in Japan called Akiya, which is basically an abandoned piece of property in rural Japan. These homes are often passed down through families, and the cost of demolishing the building is often more than just leaving it. These buildings can sit and fall into disrepair. The estate is inspired by this. It's an old property that belonged to May's family, and as you've traveled to Japan together, she asked you to help fix it up. Being responsible for an Akiya is really rooted in community. You take on the job of refurbishing somewhere that's useful and meaningful to the people around you. In practice, the estate is a flat area of land where you can build anything you want, a mountain hideaway, a personalized track for friends. The only real restraint is that the items will cost in-game currency. When you build something, you pay a few credits to put it down, credits you earn in other activities across the game world, and you get the credits back if you delete something. It creates this sense of connection for us that you've worked to get these credits by taking part in something. Winning races, delivering tofu, exploring the world. Whoa. Winning races, delivering tofu. Oh, shit. Fucking right, dude. Exploring the world. There's all sorts of things you can do to generate in-game credits. The result is a little slice of Japan that isn't just built by you, but earned by you. Okay, next section. Car meets. Get into it. With the aim of authentically creating a racing experience that reflects formal gatherings as well as professionally organized events, Forza Horizon 6 introduces car meets, a feature also grounded in Japanese car culture. I mean, Daikoku's just, you know, that's the dream for any car guy to go to Daikoku. You know what I mean? These meets are inspired by the Daikoku Car Meet, a world-renowned, mostly spontaneous meeting place and sacred ground for car enthusiasts. Goddamn right it is. There are no official events, no entry requirement, and it's always open. How fucking sick is that? It's not like on a timer like some games would do. It's just go whenever you want, dude. It's gonna be so good. There are 3 locations in game. 3. We got 3 car meets. Where permanent car meets take place. One is at the Horizon Festival. Another is towards the Alps at the Akawabuki parking area, the PA. And the third is, of course, at Daikoku itself. Here, players can roll up, meet other players, other real players, check out their cars, download custom paint jobs and designs, and even purchase their own version of a car they like. It's a seamless social space that you can enter alone or with a party of friends, and a neat way to really recreate that sense of community with Horizon 6. And then obviously we've seen the photo. I mean, yeah, like I don't know if you're going to be able to like toggle through everybody's parked car. I'm assuming there's going to be some sort of menu where you can go through, because if you can select somebody's car, buy it, download their livery, whatever, there's got to be some sort of menu where you can maybe get out and walk and look. That would be fucking sick, right? Or I feel like maybe they might be holding that back, because if you can get around and actually walk the space, I mean, they do have the barriers up, so maybe if you can park here and walk up and down, I don't know, but they have cars driving through. But there's got to be a way where you can toggle through all the parking spaces and look at everybody's car, at least, right? We'll have to see. We'll have to see. All right, the cars. Well, Forza Horizon 6 is built to give players more freedom than ever before in how to progress and where they spend their time. The team is still here to serve absolute excellence when it comes to the vehicle roster. There are around 550 different cars at launch to collect in Forza Horizon 6, including the newly revealed Forza Horizon 6 cover cars, the 2025 GR GT prototype, and the 2025 Toyota Land Cruiser. The cover cars come to life beautifully in the FH6 key art, also revealed at Developer Direct. The artwork was inspired by the idea of Japan as a land of contrast, urban, rural, modern, traditional, elements that are reflected through the use of mixed media, paper texture, and color. The visual style was also heavily influenced by the traditional Japanese ink style paintings known as sumi-e. The Forza team consulted with a master artist to ensure the spirit of this artistic style was captured, and collaborated with Toyota to ensure the details on both the Land Cruiser and the brand new GR-GT prototype are fully representative of what players experience both in-game and in real life. Hell yeah. The 2025 GR-GT prototype is really special to us because it's our hero cover car, but it's listen to this part. Yeah, listen to this part. But it's also a car that you drive as part of what we call the initial experience. It's the first 10 minutes of the game where you get to drive the car, almost as a prelude. You get to do some off-roading in the Alps, race the Shinkansen, the bullet train, and get a taste of what's to come. Then we take all that away. Well, that's about the festival. Okay? And you're not in the festival. This brief experience with the 2025 GR-GT prototype is aspirational, almost like a dream. And it gives you that aspiration to go out and earn that car yourself, because it really is an amazing thing. So they give it to you, they kind of show you around, and they're like, sorry, that's the festival. You suck, you peasant tourist, go get your own, right? One final note, okay, last 2 paragraphs here. One final note that Torben does leave on is what cars have grown to mean to everyone today. While illustrious supercars may be reserved for a minority or something to be authentically experienced inside a Forza Horizon game, cars are a commonplace item in so many lives and rarely purchased without thought, even by those that wouldn't consider themselves an enthusiast. Cars are often the most expensive thing that many of us will own. They are the most engineered things that many of us will own. They are brash, they're loud, they're beautiful, they appear in fashion and fame, and they're associated with celebrity freedom and the ability to go wherever you want to go. And ultimately, that is what Horizon games are for me. They're about freedom, and they're about fun, and they're about beauty, and they're about community. Forza Horizon 6 is about giving people the ability to go where they want to go in beautiful machines, in a beautiful place, in a fun, approachable game with their friends. That's it. That's it. Damn, dude, a lot of new info in there, all right. I mean, look, I'm excited. You know, this just being in Japan is 100% gonna get me to come back. You know, it's gonna get me to come back. Why is this always up? Why are we not? There we go. Anyway, yeah, dude, this is wild. I'm ready for it. Let me know what you think. There's a lot of details in here, a lot of details. Anyway, you know the drill. Subscribe, come back. See you on the next one.